Right, so this first listener, so he says, thanks for the advice on the gossiping issue. It really helped me to try and let people forget about it. So we all know, if you're a listener, you know what that's about. So he started a rumor, which he felt bad, and then spoke to the person about it, and he wanted to know who started the rumor. Yeah, so you want to keep that to yourself.
Sounds like a Jamie situation.
Yeah. So we're glad it's all sorted. It must be all sorted by now. So we'll just take that as a learning curve, and we'll move on. So he says, so my girl was away for Christmas this year, seeing some family in Australia. Nice. So normally very protective of me and doesn't really let me go out. I don't like that.
Yeah.
With her being away, I'm debating on going out with some of the boys, but I'm worried the word will get back to her. Should I try to go ahead with it and let her know while she's away and let her react whichever way she wants? I don't want to upset her before Christmas or compromise our relationship. Many thanks. Compromise our relationship just because I think that's a bit of a...
Yeah, I feel as though if you're feeling this way with it might be more one-sided than it's coming across, but if you're feeling this way with like a girl and she's making you feel a certain way that you can't go out with your friends and be your own person, then it's not a healthy relationship in my mind.
Yeah, it's not help, but I don't think it's like a end all be all sort of thing.
It's like a discussion.
It's
a discussion
for sure. Yeah, I don't think there's protective and then there's like controlling, right?
Yeah. And
protective
to teetering over that edge at the
moment.
Yeah.
Protective to me is more like you don't want someone to get like taken advantage of, or whereas like controlling is like, you can't speak to this person. I don't want you to go out with that person.
Yeah.
Are you drinking with that person? No, you can't drink with that person. That's controlling. That's not protective.
Yeah, and I've been that person in the past. I've been the controlling person. So I'm not talking from a judgmental point of view as well. I've been, as I said previously with other emails, I've been the person that's on the negative side of this email, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I think it means a lot for like people to make a change in their life, and I think it took Charlotte to tell me that the way I was behaving wasn't right. But I think this listener might be that person that needs to tell his girlfriend, like if she's being overprotective, say, rather than controlling, it might be a situation where she's being too much, and he needs to like fucking nip it in the bud, and he might have to be the person to tell her that. Even if they don't stay together forever, it will be healthier for her in her next relationship as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. You shouldn't worry about. I mean, some mates are bad mates. Like
I've got bad mates that Charlotte knows I won't turn up. That I won't come home if I go out with them.
Yeah, for sure. So there is definitely some like bad mates, but when you're in like a healthy relationship, it's you've got to have that trust that person's gonna come back. I think all this sort of stems down from like bad experiences with previous relationships. Like I understand people going out and you're like, I don't want to know what they were up to.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember being with a woman and she'd be like, oh, I bumped into so and so, and I'd be like, I don't know. Oh, but they were. I was like, okay, I don't want to know. Just don't. What's the fucking? Don't tell me. But it's just purely like fuel for the fire, isn't it?
Yeah. And you know what I mean? Sometimes it's better to have no idea what's going on than just letting it happen.
My ex bumped into the guy that we talk about in the podcast that we both don't like, and she was just fucking trying it on. And she was like, oh, I bumped into so-and-so. And I was like, oh, yeah. And she was like, oh, he was really flirting with me to try and get me to fucking...
wind you up.
Yeah. And I was like, all right. She's like, yeah, he was saying this and saying that. And I'm like, yeah, but he's got no game, so it's all right. And she's like, she's getting more wound up than I was. And I'm just like, don't fucking bother.
Yeah, don't go there.
You know what I mean? It's not. I think as well, sometimes... in a relationship, if one person's got more friends than the other, it can be almost like a jealous sort of thing where it's like
that they've got more of a social life.
I'm not getting to go out with this person and stuff like that. Or I think if you're in a relationship, it's more about teamwork than it is about upping. Like, because I don't really have anything to bring. I say not bring to a relationship, but like friend wise. So I've got you and I've got Jim, which
but aren't within half an hour's distance.
Yeah. So I think to myself, like when Sabina's like, "Oh, I'm meeting up with this person, that person," it's like, well, that's her friends. That's nothing to do with me. And she invites me along.
Yeah.
And I have a great time and stuff like that. But I never think to myself like, "Oh, I'm sitting at home and that person's getting to go out with their friends." It's like that's their life, isn't it? That's
and I think really it's healthy for you to be your own people as well. Like me and Charlotte can be quite independent sometimes of each other. She's breaking up a box at the minute. Fucking ruining the podcast.
I thought it made me jump. I was like, someone's fucking gonna come in and break it.
She can hear me through the I'll wait for you to stop breaking that up, yeah? Charlotte.
Is she wearing merch? Is she wearing merch?
She won't be wearing merch. Are you wearing the Two Men No Hope merch?
Like I said, in the new year, everyone keep a bit of money back from Christmas in the new year because there will be merchandise coming.
We won't put you on camera, but have a sniff.
It burns your it burns your nose hairs, doesn't it? Like fucking right back. That's what I said. I don't know.
It's chlorine. I've worked with chlorine. I work with chlorine at work, and it smells. That is what chlorine smells like.
Tell you that'll make Juno a bit more Uno a bit more fucking excited later.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've already had to do a disclaimer for the drug testers at work. That is not drugs and it's legally bought. Yeah, I think like me and Charlotte have a very healthy relationship as regards to our social life, and I think one of the best things we do is I'm quite happy to go out and do my own thing with my workmates, or like we're doing this, or I'll have my podcast. Charlotte has the gym that she's made like loads of friends with, and like goes out with different friends and stuff now. And
you need that.
If you don't have that independence, like if you like, there's people I know that have just had kids straight away. They're in a relationship. They've been together for a long time now. They had the kids straight away. They don't like each other. They don't like each other at all. They're together because of the kid. And when that kid grows up and is 18 years old and leaves the house, 30 when you think about it, really.
Yeah.
But
realistically, yeah.
When that kid leaves the house, they've got nothing left. There's no relationship there. They've been a parent, and there's no like you and them.
Yeah.
And I think you need that. And like me and Charlotte, especially, we've spent a long time together, just being me and Charlotte. And I think it's only healthy. I think if your partner isn't willing to let you go out and have a social life, then there's something wrong.
You just need to put your foot down. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's that whole thing we said before about when you first get into a relationship, you let a lot of things go. Like that you're trying to appease each other.
Yeah, because you're in the like the feeling zone.
Yeah, and you're like, it's okay. I don't have to go out with my mates. It's okay. You can tell me what. And I think a lot of people get complacent, and then when that period's over, they're like, why can't I go out with my friends, or why can't I? And you need that. There's always going to be one dominant, but you need to push back a little bit. But
and you can do things as couples as well. You can have couple friends, like
yeah.
Me and Charlotte have groups of people that I wouldn't see them without the other half. Do you know what I mean? Like it would always be you meet up as couples.
Yeah,
never like just singular. And it's not that I don't like the guys that are involved or whatever, but it's like say Charlotte's closer to the other half, to the girl or whatever. I think it's just, I don't know. I think, as you said, I think you hit it on the head when we first started talking about it. There's a difference between controlling and being protective.
Yeah.
I think she's teetering over the edge, and I think it needs to be rectified. And as always, what do we say?
But this is the best time. This is the best time to do it, right? Like she's in Australia, I mean, you can say, oh, I'll go out and I'll keep updates, which you shouldn't fucking have to.
But how can she be protective when she's fucking miles away?
That's the thing, though. Like, she's enjoying herself on holiday,
off doing something like that.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that until just now. She's going off and doing stuff like that, but you're not allowed to go out.
Yeah, you just got to sit there and wait for her to come home.
Yeah,
no,
that's a bit off key.
That's not happening.
No.
So, if she comes back and she's like, no, you're not allowed to go out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you're going to get out of this, because she feels like, it doesn't matter if it's a she or a he, they feel like they're in control, and if they get upset, who gives a fuck if they get upset?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a one-time thing. You're going, well, not a one-time thing, it shouldn't be, but I mean, it's going to happen. What are you going to do? You're going to fly back and physically restrain? No, fucking go out and enjoy yourself. You shouldn't have to wait for them to come back.
Yeah,
while they're enjoying themselves.
Like with me, I have to be Jamie, not Jamie and Charlotte all the time. I have to have my own time. Like some of the bullshit I talk about with mates, I would never say with Charlotte. Or talk about.
But what have you got to talk about if you're always together?
Exactly.
What is there? Nothing.
And some people do have them intense relationships, but as I said, you won't have nothing left at the end of it.
When Sabina goes out, I don't even ask. I normally go to her, like, what you eating? Because that's all I really give a fuck about. But then, like, when I see her, because I haven't asked all the questions, she can talk to me about what happened, and I'd much rather that than, you know what I mean? Oh, what's happening? Who are you talking to? Like, it's not that I don't give a fuck. It's that she's having her own. It's not nothing to do with me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you trust her. It's trust as well.
Yeah, out of everyone, I trust her being like 100%.
Yeah.
Like, don't even question.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's in Australia. If anything, that could be the furthest point that she's away from you right now, that you could do whatever you fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, the trust thing as well. Like, unless you've actually given her a reason in the past to, like, break the trust. Like, if you've broken that trust, there shouldn't be a reason that she's not trusting you.
Absolutely. Yeah. 100%.
It's only her own insecurity that's causing that.
So you need to go out to show her that there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%, man. That's fucking right on the end of the email there.
Yeah.
Fucking perfect. Yeah. So, so go out, enjoy yourself, trip over or do something stupid so you can email in, but enjoy your Christmas. Thank you for emailing in. And she's going to enjoy it. You know what I mean? You have a little argument, you're still going to fucking enjoy it, Christmas. Don't fucking worry about it. But yeah, Merry Christmas.